I'm RJ Hawk along with Bobby Swafford. And Bobby, boy, we are set for a good one. These two teams know each other extremely well as their conference foes. They've played a couple times this year. They know what's on the line. Neither team has been on a bigger stage than what they're seeing today.
And these two teams played the non-conference schedule to get to this point. They both expected to make a run to the state championship. But the game that might be the most reflective, last game of the regular season, Marion slowed the pace tremendously. 7-point contest. So this is not a landslide like you may be thinking just because Jonesboro won the first two. This one's going to be highly contested. Who makes the big run? Who makes the big mistake in the wrong time?
You know, in that game against Marion actually at the half they were up by 9 points at the half. Jonesboro had to come back in that ball game to pull out the win. You look at Jonesboro though; they've got a star-studded lineup, and it's really led by Keon Williams. And this is a kid. He's already signed with Oklahoma State. He's a do-it-all player for him, averaging 14 points a game.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll even bring him off the bench. 14 points, 5 rebounds, kind of do it all. It's a really balanced team when you look at the roster. But you always want to look to that leader, that playmaker when you need him most. And Keon certainly is that.
Now on the opposite side for Marion, Ryan Forrest is their junior forward, averaging 19 points a game. You know, his brother Jaden Forrest is averaging 14 points a game. Those two kind of go back and forth as being the MVP of the ball club.
Yeah, anytime you're talking about a double-digit score, that's one thing. But a guy who's averaging nearly 20, those are the type of players who can take over basketball games. And he, number 3, averaging 19 points. Got to keep an eye on Forrest. If he can get inside, mix it up, he may be leaving here with a title.
The Jonesboro Hurricane come into the ball game ranked 30th in the nation according to MaxPreps.com. There's only 2 teams in Arkansas in the top 50, Jonesboro and North Little Rock. North Little Rock and Jonesboro earlier in the year played, and Jonesboro won that ball game.
Jonesboro has not lost to anybody from the state of Arkansas this year. 27-3, and the resume is impressive. Beat Little Rock Mills twice, the team that was in the 4A semifinals. Beat both teams that are in the 6A state championship, Bentonville and North Little Rock. And oh, by the way, to beat the other team that was in the semifinals, Little Rock Central, the largest classification. Wes Swift has built a program. He also built the schedule knowing I've got to schedule up in the non-con to have a chance to win another title.
Now, talking with David Clark before the ball game for Marion, I asked him, I said, what concerns do you have? Is there any concerns at all? He said, you know what? We learned the playbook in that last game. Slow them down. I said, are you worried about the atmosphere? Because it is a big game. He said, look, anytime you play the number 30th team in the country, every game's a big game. He said, it doesn't matter where it's played. I really think you're going to see a high-intense, a really fast-paced game to start this one, but then about the second quarter, things will slow down a little bit.
And maybe the recipe for success was on display during the girls' game. Greenwood jumped out to an early lead and started to take this big Jonesboro crowd out of it. Never really let them get behind their team with the exception of one run. If Marion can come out, get a couple easy buckets, play from ahead to give themselves a better chance to take down Jonesboro and maybe pull off one of the bigger upsets we've seen in recent history.
Okay, let's go over the starting lineups as we'll first start with the Marion Patriots. They will come out with a 2 forward, 2 guard, and a center lineup, and it'll start with Jaden Forrest, the junior guard. He's followed by Ryan Forrest, the junior forward, Dante Moore, the senior forward. Their center is a freshman. He's a big center, and Terrian Burgess averaging 10 points a game. And then their other guard on the floor is going to be junior guard Donnie Cheers, averaging 10 points a game. As for Jonesboro, they come out with a 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. Their guards are Marion Wilson, Hubert Wesson, as well as Jesse Washington. And the 2 forwards, Isaac Harrell and Kayvon Pointer. You look at the starting 5, Bobby. Everybody has offers on the table. You've got a commitment possibly coming to Harding for Isaac Harrell, but really the best on-ball defender is Dion Buford as we're underway here at Hot Springs.
What a start for Jonesboro, RJ. Right off the tip, a set play. Golden Hurricane got themselves an early lead.
Marion with the basketball as they work it over to the left corner. With the basketball is Moore, and it's stolen away, taken by Jonesboro, and he slams it home.
Ryan Forrest getting into the act early. The steal, the one-handed punch, and I said Marion's got to take the crowd out of it. This is the opposite of doing that.
With the basketball is Ryan Forrest as he'll bring it up for the Patriots. Just underway here in the 5A state championship game. Forrest works it back over to the top side to his brother Jaden Forrest.
Got to find a way to settle down if you're Marion.
Forrest from the right side is able to stop and pop, and Marion's on the board. It's 4-2.
Mid-range game, kind of the lost art. Forrest going to see if he can start the heat up.
Marion Wilson with the basketball, gives it off over to Washington.
Of course, no shot clock in Class 5A this year, so they can be as patient as they want to, but this may be playing right into Marion's hands.
Now here's Wesson, just gives it back over the left side to Pointer. They're just trying to find an open spot as Marion's playing great defense. Spin move in the lane with the right hand, takes it off the glass, and we've got a 6-2 lead and a quick timeout. Charge over to Marion. And Bobby, one thing that we're going to see a lot in this game is defense from Jonesboro. And Wes Swift told me Deon Buford Wesson is the single best on-ball defender that he's ever coached. And I think with Marion's defense that they showed in the last game, and then the defense that Jonesboro plays, you almost you want to see a shootout, but you could see a really good defensive ball game.
These two teams are going to try to grind it out. They know each other. I mean, mileage-wise, they're not too far apart. These guys grow up playing against each other, AAU, Summer League, team camps. There's going to be no surprises today. It's going to be a gutsy performance, and whoever can get those stops, what you're talking about, those defensive efforts, got to be able to grind out extra possessions, get some extra possessions for yourself. That's going to be the difference.
Marion with the basketball as Jonesboro leads it 6-2. Full court press is on by Jonesboro. At the midcourt stripe, we've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be charged to Kayvon Pointer for Jonesboro.
A little too aggressive on, they might have had the half-court trap right near the timeline, but a little too aggressive, bumped him over. Marion gets the benefit of the call.
Inbound pass comes over left side. That's into the hands of Philip Tillman. Tillman back over to Wilson. Heavy defense right now by Forrest. Now here's Cheers. Cheers trying to get a pass down low. It's stolen away, taken by Washington.
Great job. Just get the hands in the passing lane now to create some offense off the turnover.
Washington goes back top of the key, puts in the hands of Wilson. He goes right side over the Pointer, and he's able to knock it in.
He saw the size coming, tried to get that one off the window as quickly as he could. Great start for the Hurricane, up 8-2.
Now with the basketball is Forrest for Marion at the free throw line. Lost the handle on it, taken by Wesson. Wesson in the lane, and he's fouled.
I think we might have an intentional foul here, RJ. That was a hard foul going towards the basket. They're getting together to discuss it.
Call a foul. It's going to be an intentional foul on Jaden Forrest. And so that'll send to the free throw line Deon Buford Wesson.
Did you see the speed by Buford Wesson? Makes the steal. They're even, and all of a sudden he just explodes into the front. Chance of the lay-in now. 2 shots and the basketball for Jonesboro.
It rolls around and it's good.
Hey, shooter coming in.
Be able to settle in if you're Marion. The defensive pressure clearly affecting them early for Jonesboro. You can't win a championship in the first quarter, but you can certainly lose one. Patriots got to settle in.
Bobby, you know, these two teams that we've talked about have played each other multiple times. You've got so much familiarity between the two. You really don't have an advantage for either squad. You would think almost that it would affect Marion more than with Jonesboro. And we've got an offensive foul against Jonesboro. That foul that time was charged to DeVarians Montgomery.
The pressure's always said to be on the favored team coming into a title game. Well, Jonesboro took that and threw it out the window with the quick bucket off the tip, the turnover and the easy slam. All the nerves settled in on the first 2 possessions without any contention.
Now here's Cheers as he'll swing it back right side to Force. Force going to kick it out to the corner for 3. It's no good. That is bounced around, and we've got a whistle and a foul. That 3-point attempt was by Lindell Buckingham. The foul is going to be charged on by Jesse Washington for Jonesboro. So the inbound pass will come from the baseline. 5:04 to play here in the first quarter. Jonesboro out to a 10-2 lead.
Marion's slow at the pace. I mentioned already the last time these two met, we got a whistle up top, 37-30. You know, the Hurricane really wanted to push the tempo early on to get that in their favor.
DeVarians Montgomery was the one that was called with that foul. As checking the ball game now, it's going to be Kylan Kelly, as well as Philip Tillman for Jonesboro. Inbound pass comes to Ryan Forrest. As we're under 5 to play here in the first quarter.
Trying to find a way to get Forrest more involved. He's got the lone bucket from the Patriots. Get him something going towards the basket.
Forrest stands on the championship logo on the left side of the court. He'll work it back over to Cheers. Trying to go down low with it, throws it out of bounds. Trying to hook up that time with Donnie Cheers, and it goes out of bounds and goes with Jonesboro. Bobby, one thing that fans can look forward to, you know, in years to come here in the championships, all classifications will use that shot clock.
Yeah, and I think it's needed. It's, you know, watching the largest classification, watched every game of the state tournament last week, it's not a factor. Yeah. Once you get used to playing with it, it's a better speed, better tempo. I think you see better basketball.
Now here's a pass outside, stolen away by Marion. Bringing it to the front court. Here comes Burgess in the lane, lost the handle on it, and is taken out by Jonesboro. Working quickly. Right side, and there's going to be a foul. This is another intentional foul.
I believe this one, RJ, is going to go against Dante Moore. Just wasn't going to give up the easy flush. And 2 intentional fouls in the first 4 minutes of this contest.
Was it on Moore or was it on Burgess? Yeah, it is Dante Moore. That'll be his first personal foul. And there's free throws for Jonesboro, and knocking it down is Kylan Kelly.
You understand not wanting to give up an easy bucket, but you can't go in. You have to make a play at the basketball. That time, tried to undercut him. Easy call. You're just giving Jonesboro 2 shots and the possession of the basketball, even though they missed the second there. And that's why they've jumped out to a 9-2 lead.
So Jonesboro will get the basketball with 4:01 to play here in the first quarter. Look at that student section for Jonesboro. Just, hey, you don't think they're having fun with the girls' game that just got over and now the boys' game?
Yeah, they're looking for something to cheer about. The guys have certainly done that in the opening 4.
Here's a pass that works right side in the hands of Wesson. They'll set up the offense as they work it left side over to Wilson. Now here's the 3 by Wesson, and he's able to rattle it home.
Everything is coming up aces right now for Jonesboro. Already up a dozen.
14-2, Jonesboro on top. As bringing it up is going to be Donnie Cheers.
Well, find a way to create yourself an easy bucket. Nothing's come easy so far for Marion. You got to run your best set here. Try to stop this bleeding.
Cheers lost the handle, but he was fouled. And the foul that time is going to go against Jonesboro's Philip Tillman. And that'll take us to a media timeout. 3:23 to play here in the first quarter. Jonesboro leads the 5A state championship 14-2. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service, because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
This month in Passport on the PBS video app.
One of the largest eruptions in the last 10,000 years.
No one knew the source.
Where was the culprit? It unites a great continent, attracts an incredible diversity of wildlife.
I don't know why I smelled it. Wow.
It's astounding that this has survived at all.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS video app.
Did you know fans can see the live game stats before we do? All you got to do is download the Arkansas PBS Engage app to get all the numbers live during the game.
Actually, I got that app 2 or 3 years ago and keep up with everything going on. As here's a missed slam dunk attempt as the ball is taken right into the hands of Jonesboro. With the ball for the Hurricane is going to be Phillip Tillman.
That could have been a big play, momentum swing for the Patriots. Instead, Jonesboro gets a break the other way.
Ball is an offensive rebound for Jonesboro. Now here's another three by Tillman. He's going to knock it down.
Jonesboro just got everything going, and we got a stoppage of play. I think we got a warning.
And it looks like it was a delay of game warning against Jonesboro. And so checking in the ball game now for Marion is going to be Jalen White.
It's a perfect start, RJ. If you're Jonesboro, not only you jump out to a big lead, get the crowd into it, now you've got a chance to deliver a knockout blow here in the first quarter.
Pass goes down low, in and out of the hands of Jaden Forrest. So Jonesboro will get it back with 2:43 to play here in the first quarter.
They're doing it inside, doing it with defense. Let's start knocking down these outside perimeter shots, RJ. It's going to be tough for the Patriots to try to climb back into this contest.
All works left side to Wilson, into the hands of Wesson, and now we've got an offensive foul as there was a push-off by Hubert Wesson for Jonesboro, and Marion will get the basketball back.
The turnover will be something that sparks Marion. They just seem out of sorts. Don't seem to be comfortable offensively, not in the right spots defensively. One good possession on defense, gets the turnover. You can translate that to points on the other end, start that climb up the mountain.
Jaden Forrest dribbled it off of his knee, is taken by Jonesboro, working it quickly, lays it off the glass. That's Jesse Washington.
Protect the basketball. Marion's turning it over 6 times already in the first 6 minutes.
With the ball is going to be Donnie Cheers as he had it stolen away. Another turnover. Here comes Jonesboro. Kelly off the glass, misses it. It's taken in by Marion.
You try to be a little too fancy there to Jonesboro.
Forrest for 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounds pulled in by Kelly. Working it quickly into the front court. Here comes Jonesboro. We've got a whistle and a foul. As with the basketball for Jonesboro, it was Keon Williams. We'll find out who the foul's on. It looks like they're going to call it on Donnie Cheers.
I'll say that he was going up, so it's going to be a 2-shot foul. So chance for the Hurricane to add more points from the foul line. Already 3 of 4. Marion's only attempted 4 shots in this contest, 8 turnovers.
Shots in the air, and good. You look at it for Jonesboro, they're on a 15-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 49 seconds. There's been 7 turnovers in the last 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
And no coincidence, Marion hasn't scored in that 5:25. Just can't score if you're not taking shots, and they're just giving too many easy chances for Jonesboro, and that's why they've got a 19-point lead.
Now Marion with the basketball as Burgess brings it up. Quickly gives it off over to Forrest. Excuse me, no, that's Cheers. Cheers in the lane with the right hand. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounds pulled in by Jonesboro. Work to the left side. Off the back of the iron, and with the soft touch, and it goes. Keon Williams was able to get the putback, and it's 23-2.
That's the athleticism you talked about in the pregame, RJ. Able to just explode at the offensive door, but big bucket there for Marion.
Donnie Cheers is able to knock it in. That's only the 4th point for Marion, and now we've got a whistle and a foul on Donnie Cheers.
Trying to create some things out in the perimeter. Going with the reach in now, final minute. This first quarter, and Jonesboro's going to go to the bench.
Looks like Jonesboro is going to sub in James Blair as well as Marion Wilson. Wilson, who started the ball game for Jonesboro, been on the bench, and so now he's back in the ball game.
See how aggressive Jonesboro wants to be again with no shot clock. Don't expect them to bleed this down, and they're not wasting any time.
The shot up off the right side, it's no good. Bringing down the rebound is Marion. They'll go with the bounce pass right in front of the Jonesboro bench. And we've got a whistle and a foul. The foul was on Jalen White, or excuse me, no, that was on Jesse Washington of Jonesboro. And so that'll send to the free throw line Jaden Forrest.
Now this is big, RJ. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Marion's in the bonus. So if they're aggressive enough, they've got a chance to really chip into this lead at the foul line in this first half.
First one's good.
With that being the case, I think you put your head down and you try to attack the basket every possession. Just try to pick up a foul. That's the easiest way to come back from 19 down. Get those freebies.
He makes both, and so it's 23-6 with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Well, and plus, if you attack the basket like that, you're going to continuously slow down the game just because you're constantly at the foul line. Jonesboro works it with 22 seconds. Back over outside to Tillman. Back over to Blair. Now we've got a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be charged to Jaden Forrest. And that is his second personal foul.
Twelve fouls already combined in this first quarter. Doesn't have a huge impact on the game right now, but second half, as pace continues, those fouls continue to tick up. It'll be a bench game.
Here's the inbound to Wilson. Down to 7 seconds. Running out of time, over 4 seconds. Gonna go up with the right hand, it's short, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. So the Jonesboro Hurricane, they jump out to a big lead in the first quarter as they lead Marion 23-6. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville share the mission of Arkansas PBS to enrich and empower all Arkansans. Community, dignity, respect. That's what Me Banking is all about. More at mebanking.com.
Is now in session.
Celebrate game day under the arches. Access to tons of benefits through the rewards program. It's available today on the McDonald's app. RJ's loving it.
You know, I did actually stop and got an Egg McMuffin this morning on the way to Hot Springs.
You're not doing a McGriddle, you're doing it wrong.
Those are good too. Here we go, back to action here in the 5A state championship game as Forrest has it on the left side. Swing it back right side into the hands of a new player that just checked in. That's Darian Love. And it's now 23-8.
Love averages 14 points a game. Got to find a way to get Keon Forrest involved.
3-point attempt by Jonesboro, and it's off the iron, no good. Who's going to come out with it? It's Marion. He had to come out of the weeds on that one, didn't he, Bobby?
Patriots crowd starting to get a little more involved as well. They were taken out early. Bucket here. Maybe you get them back in it.
As the shot's no good from the wing, they kick it back left side. That's into the hands of Love. He shoots it for three, no good, and rebounds pulled in by Jonesboro. Then moving the lane, we've got a whistle and a foul.
Tried to take the charge there, but defensively, Zion Parnell didn't get set. And He was already falling backwards as soon as the offensive player made the attack, and that's an easy flop call. And 2 free throws coming for Jonesboro.
Avon Pointer at the free throw line, averaging 6 points a game with 5 rebounds a game.
Just a grinder. You can see, I mean, he's put together well. Misses the first free throw. He's the guy that's going to do the dirty work, though. Offensively, defensively, on the block. Those are the players you need if you're going to make a big run.
Shots in the air and good. Second quarter of the 5A state championship game as Ryan Forrest has it into the front court. Forrest works it into the lane with a right hand. Too hard. Coming down with it's Marion. They'll swing things back out top of the key and get it over to Love. Love works it back right side to Forrest.
There's a lot of time left in this contest, but if you're Marion, you could find some way to get this to 10, maybe 12 going into the half. You feel pretty good about yourself considering you're down 21-12 to start.
Back to the top of the key goes Marion. Back to Love. Now with it is Parnell. Jonesboro doesn't like the way that they're slowing it down, but if you're Marion, you want to set up the best possible shot. You can't take advantage that you don't have a shot clock right now.
They had success the last time they played by slowing it down. Go back to that recipe. Because clearly the up-tempo pace of the first quarter and a half was not to their favor.
Give the ball to Forrest. As Hill was back towards his head coach, David Clark, to get a call.
Jonesboro crowd may not love it, but you're bleeding off minutes at a time. This plays into the hands of Jonesboro, who's up 16.
Here's a shot, and they will knock it down with the right hand. That was Darian Love. And going up with an attempt for Jonesboro was Williams, and coming out with it is Jonesboro as Ryan Forrest comes down with it, but then lost the handle on it, and Jonesboro got it right back. Now here's Jonesboro in the lane, gives it off over the right side to Kayvon Pointer, who's able to knock it off the glass. It's a 26-10 lead.
Great pass there, RJ. Just showed the patience in the lane, didn't force anything, allowed the defense to collapse. A little dish off, easy bucket.
Now with the basketball is Jalen White. Working it down low into the hands of Burgess. He puts up the shot. It's no good. We've got a whistle and a foul.
It's going to send Jonesboro to the line. A little frustration foul there by the freshman. Burgess missed the chippy, didn't use the window. Picks up the foul on the other end, and now we walk 94 feet for a free throw.
I tell you, for Jonesboro, John Paul Pickens, he looks like he can play linebacker on the Jonesboro football team. Big, strong kid, free throw line. And shots too hard, gets his own rebound though. Works it back right side into the hands of a cutting Keon Williams, and they get 2 points out of it either way.
Nice free throw. You got to take advantage of that if you're Marion, but give up the offensive board, and Keon Williams shows why he's going to play at the Division I level. Strong finish in the lane.
Work it right side into the hands of Love. Now back top the key, they work it. It's out to Parnell. Back to Love. They're just going back and forth. They're going to slow things back down as we're down to 4:05 left here in the second quarter. Love, no, excuse me, that's out to Buckingham. He put up the shots, no good. Ball's on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? It's Jonesboro. We've got a whistle and a jump ball.
Harrell's going to be the Marion after the media timeout. Things starting to get a little testy, a little physical down low.
So checking the ball game for Jonesboro is going to be Philip Tillman. And now we've got a whistle and a media timeout. 28-10 with 3:55 to play here in the second quarter. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
There's well over 2,000 Arkansas rice farms. 96% of them are family owned and operated.
It's all about building community.
The results we've been seeing have been very promising.
I grew up watching the farm, knowing every detail about it.
If you take care of the soil will take care of you.
It helps us to give back to the land and make sure that it's going to be there for future generations.
Every community has a story to tell, and if somebody will tell it, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. At Big Red Stores, we're always proud to sponsor, support, and partner up with many events and activities throughout the community. Among them, high school championships throughout the state of Arkansas. At Big Red Stores, our team members are always ready to assist you to make your visit with us a pleasant one. And at Big Red Stores, we recognize that none of our support or ability to serve the community is possible without you. That's why at Big Red Stores, you're always the MVP of the Big Red team. Big Red Stores, now more convenient than ever.
We on that next level. We on that next level.
Arkansas PBS offers all the basketball games and more on demand starting next week. Go to youtube.com/Arkansas PBS. If you want to relive the football finals, they're there as well.
I actually go back after these games and
kind of break down the film.
Oh, no, I always just go back to hear what you had to say because it was intriguing sometimes. Oh, as we're back to action here at Banco ZK Arena where Jonesboro's got the ball. Keon Williams in the lane, and he'll have a tie up, and now we got to travel.
That's a break for Marion. I thought that was going to be a tie possession, but they keep the arrow and get the basketball.
Full court press is on by Jonesboro. With the basketball for the Patriots will be Buckingham. Get it into the front court. Slowing down the pace of this one.
Trying to grind this one down. Haven't scored in over 2 minutes, they'll have the Patriots. Turn it over.
And good job by Buckingham. You know, Buckingham is a young kid. He's only a freshman, but just the basketball IQ to be able to once he knows the ball is going to be deflected and just let it roll out of bounds, you don't see a lot of kids that would just let that thing roll out of bounds. He'd pick it up and try to take it back up court.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. He knew it was going to be a turnover, and you let the ball roll out of bounds. Either way, if you touch it, it's immediately blown dead. You allow your defense to get back and set up, but more importantly, you don't give up an easy bucket.
Got a timeout on the floor, 28-10. Jonesboro leads Marion. As good crowds flowing in here to Hot Springs. You think about it, Bobby, this is really the first time we've really been able to have full-on crowds for these championships.
That's good to see, and of course Jonesboro's been here all day. Girls played in the contest against Greenwood. That one didn't go their way. Marion, a nice showing. All of Eastern Arkansas made their way. Up next, you can meet our resident puppet, Blueberry. See how Arkansas PBS helped fight summer learning loss and test your word skills with a catchy tune. All coming up on the Arkansas PBS Halftime Show, sponsored by Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Jonesboro with the basketball as Wilson has it. Just going to work it around the perimeter. As they get it down in the hands of Keon Williams. Back to the lane, we got a whistle, count the bucket, and headed to the free throw line to shoot one is James Blair.
And what a great strong take by James Blair. Gets the pass, cutting to the bucket, knows there's going to be some contact, able to maintain possession, the strong finish, a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That was a shot off the side of the rim, but an offensive rebound by Jonesboro. And still working right side for three, and it's buckets.
That was right from our vantage point, RJ, and that one looked good as soon as it left his hand. You give up an offensive rebound on a free throw, and it cost you 3 points.
And cross-court pass. There's a foul. That time the foul is going to be assessed to Phil Tillman for Jonesboro. And they're in the double bonus, so he'll head to the free throw line to shoot two.
keep thinking to yourself, okay, what's Marion got to do to get back in this basketball game? They're not making those simple plays. As simple as an offensive rebound on a missed free throw, taking advantage of a turnover. Come down, you do hit the free throw there. It's just the little things right now are all going Jonesboro's way, and that's why the team that's ranked in the top 30 in the country has got a 22-point advantage.
Second shot's good. And Jonesboro will have it with 2:30 to play here in the second quarter. Wilson with the basketball. Works it left side into the hands of Tillman. Holding it as time winds with 2:15 and counting. Now here's the three by Tillman. It's off the front of the iron, no good. And rebounds pulled in by Marion, as that's Ryan Forrest.
Big 2 minutes here for Marion. Got to try to make a little bit of a push here before the half.
Forrest takes it himself, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, it's good.
Good start. Got to find a way for Ryan Forrest to get more involved.
Forrest averaging 19 points a game so far. Now here is Jonesboro with Wilson. Wilson spin move at the free throw line, then kicks it back out. We're under 2 to play here in the second quarter. Working the basketball left side. Goes Blair, now top of the key, over to Williams. Tillman. Back right side, in the lane. That's Blair, he rattles it home.
Blair's been a nice little spark coming in the last few minutes. Gets the bucket in the foul earlier, and now the floater in the lane.
Look at that field goal percentage right there. 61.9% for Jonesboro, 33 for Marion.
Getting to the lane, I mean, really anytime they want to. 3 of 6 from deep, 10 of 15 inside the arc.
Under a minute to play here in the first half. Here's a three-point attempt by Forrest off the side of the backboard. No good, we've got a whistle and a foul by Forrest.
Yeah, just a frustration foul there for Forrest. Trying to create something after the missed shot. Again, we'll walk to the other end for free throws.
So at the free throw line for Jonesboro, it's going to be Kayvon Pointer. Pointer on the day is 1 of 2, now make it 1 of 3. Under 40 seconds to play in the first half.
That stat on the screen, maybe the only thing that Jonesboro hasn't done well today. It's free throws.
Under 25 seconds. I would imagine Marion's probably going to try to hope for the last shot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you just got to be aggressive. You struggle to get good looks, so if one comes open, you take it. If not, make sure you do take the final shot.
Down to 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pressure comes. Bounce pass. Left side to Buckingham for 3. It's way off the mark. And it's taken with a half-court shot. It's no good, and we're at halftime. 35-14, Jonesboro. They lead Marion in a 5A state championship game. And you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Join us this summer for Blueberry's Clubhouse. We'll see a whole new crop of friends for the very best adventures in Arkansas.
That's phenomenal!
Good work, friends! We did it! Blueberry's Clubhouse returns this summer, only on Arkansas PBS.
It's natural to be concerned with our kids' safety, but when they're riding the school bus, we shouldn't have to be. Illegally passing a school bus puts our children's lives at risk. That's why Everett is joining area schools to promote the Flashing Red Kids Ahead safety program. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Do your part. Always stop when you see the flashing red lights of a school bus. Children's lives depend on it. Remember, Flashing Red, Kids Ahead.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs, the 5A state championships on the line as Jonesboro leads Marion 35-14. I'm RJ Hawk along with Bobby Swafford. And Bobby, Jonesboro did exactly kind of what they've done to a lot of people this year. They get out, they get to an early lead, and really make you make mistakes.
It started with the opening possession, RJ. The opening tip. Jonesboro controls it, gets an easy layup. Next possession, defensive steal, wide open, one-handed tomahawk dunk, and now they're off to the races. I mean, it's the simple things. Jonesboro is shooting 62% in this game, not because they've been on fire, because they've been getting easy shots in the lane, just like that one. They've been able to do whatever they wanted to offensively, and doesn't matter what Marion's tried. Defensively, they haven't been able to slow down the Hurricane.
Well, and I think the big thing in this game is the 11 turnovers that Marion had there in the first half.
Yeah, and you look at the turnovers and the points off of turnovers, 11 turnovers, 19 points. So those are live ball turnovers that are leading to easy buckets. And anytime the discrepancy of points off turnovers is 19-0, you know the game's going to be tilted one side, and that's why Marion finds themselves in a 3-touchdown hole.
Deion Buford Wesson, he leads all scorers for Jonesboro with 10, and leading the way is Love for Marion here in the first half. Well, we're at the half where Jonesboro, they lead it 35-14 over Marion. We are going to pitch it to our halftime show, and when we come back, we'll have second half action as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Hey everyone, welcome back inside our studios for the Arkansas PBS Halftime Show, sponsored by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. I'm Ed Leon.
And I'm Julie Thomas. Don't go anywhere. We've got some cool stuff in store for you before the second half.
Julie, when you think of Arkansas PBS, one of the things that first comes to mind is children's programming.
Yep, from Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street to Molly of Denali and Don Quixote, we've always prioritized educational and entertaining content for kids.
And we also feature a children's show that's pure Arkansas, produced right here in our Arkansas PBS studios, Blueberry's Clubhouse.
Yes, it's a delightful series about a puppet named Blueberry and the fun adventures she has with her friends at summer camp in Arkansas. Here's a clip from one of their adventures.
Blueberry's Clubhouse, Blueberry's Clubhouse, Blueberry's Clubhouse. Join us in the clubhouse where everyone has a view of all the wonderful things to do.
That makes you the kite runner.
Me? The kite runner.
What's a kite runner?
Oh, well, the science of flight is quite an uplifting science.
Any kite can fly as long as it's working with forces. A force is something that will push or pull. Emerson, can you help us show our friends what we mean?
Ready to fly.
Great. So force number 1 is lift, and that is the air that pushes your kite into the sky. Force number 2 is gravity, and that pulls your kite back down to the earth. Force number 3 is drag, and that's what pulls your kite through the wind. Force number 4 is tension, and that's you pulling on the string to keep your kite from flying away.
And all of these work together to make your kite fly.
When you go to fly your kite, remember to get a running start. You want the wind to catch your kite so it will fly high in the air. With all the forces working together, your kite will soar.
As long as you have the forces, you should be ready for liftoff.
Blueberry's Clubhouse has won multiple Emmy Awards, and we just wrapped season 3. So look for new episodes in July, and of course you can watch it right now on demand, right, Julie?
Right. You can find our programs wherever you like to watch, on the PBS video app, on our website, or on our YouTube channel. YouTube TV subscribers can find us there too, and of course the way you're watching us right now.
There are so many platforms and so much content. Also making a return in July is our collaboration with the Arkansas Department of Education. It's our 6-week summer learning programming, Rise and Shine. Take a look.
It's time to rise and shine. It's a great day to learn and build and grow. More ways to show off what we know. Let's show 'em science and reading skills, math and art, color wheels. Let's go to class. It's a blast. You're a great student, so we know that you can rise and shine. Get up on your feet. Oh, it's time to rise and shine.
Today, we're going to be visiting the dentist to learn how to floss. Ah, Rippy!
Go to class. It's a blast. You're a great student, so we know that you can rise and shine. Get up on your feet. Oh, it's time to rise and shine.
Rise and Shine is a great way to keep kids learning every day in a fun environment over the summer. Short, entertaining lessons from some of Arkansas's most talented teachers. Plus, students can request power packets so they can follow along at home.
It's such a valuable educational program, and again, it's produced right here in our Arkansas PBS studios for Arkansas students. We take a lot of pride in the quality of these award-winning productions, and we hear from you that they make a big difference.
They really do. You know, we are a partnership. We're in a partnership with you, our viewer. We can't do this without your help, and we'd love for you to be part of our family. Sign up to get exclusive sneak peeks at what's headed your way and information sent right to your inbox. And share your thoughts on what you want more of.
Here's how. Let's go over to Marge Bentley with the Arkansas PBS Foundation. She's going to let you know how to add your voice to the conversation. Marge?
Thanks, Ed. I know we're short on time, so real quick. All we're asking is that you take a moment and go to our website, myarpbs.org/sign up. Give us your email address and join the conversation. And if you love what you're watching, text SPORTS to 501-491-0444 and donate $10 to help us bring you many, many more Arkansas stories. Ed and Julie, back to you.
Thanks, Marge. Well, it's about that time.
We're going to get you back to Bank OZK Arena for the second half, but before we go, let's sign off with one of our original songs from Rise and Shine. Here is Mr. Steve the Music Man with Word Nerd. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.
Here's a little song about the big power of words. There are infinite words for tongue-twisting seekers, chit-chatty speakers and daydreamy readers, for skaters and gamers and kids wearing sneakers, for scribbly writers and courageous leaders.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Both teams are making their way back onto the floor here at Bank OZK Arena as Jonesboro leads at 35-14. Let's take a look at some stats from the first half and get you set for the second half. Bobby, in the first half, Jonesboro shot 62% for the game. Marion just under 30.
And the numbers at the bottom of your screen, the next to last, 11 turnovers led to 19 points, and that leads to a lot of that field goal percentage that you just mentioned, RJ. A lot of easy buckets in transition, a lot of easy shots in the lane. And if you're shooting 62%, you got a pretty good chance of taking home a 5A state championship.
Yeah, that usually the higher you shoot, the better off, right? I mean, that's
how that works, right?
It really is. So 35-14's ours. Halftime score is the clock's about to go off. Bobby, if you're Marion, you go to the locker room, what are you talking about? To try to, I know we've said so many times you got to slow it down, but there's so much more that goes into it to overcome this lead.
Yeah, you just got to chip away. I mean, there are no 15-point shots out there. Yeah. I mean, you don't get 20 points if you make a two-handed dunk. I mean, you just got to chip it away, and it starts on the defensive end. Oh. You can't give up a team, let shoot 62%. take care of the basketball, get stops, and that's where you're going to be able to start to just kind of crawl back into this game. Doesn't have to be one giant run. You get to it till about 12 here in the third quarter, and then you got a chance in the final 8 minutes.
Well, Marion will have the basketball as we start the second half, as we will work from left to right of your TV. And we're just underway here in the second half. Cheers will have it. We'll just give it off to Forrest, that being the Jaden Forrest of the two. Back right side into the hands of Burgess. He'll pull up from 8 feet away. It's no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. No, it got saved by Marion. What an athletic play by Ryan Forrest to save it in. And now we've got a whistle and an offensive foul, and that'll be charged to Donnie Cheers.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness, but the defender was set, and they forced the turnover.
Bobby, we've got a slate of games tonight that are sure to impress, as both North Little Rock teams will be here tonight. Then you've got a Bentonville team on fire and a Northside team who's playing really well. As here's a shot that misses. The rebound was taken by Jonesboro. Then we've got a whistle and a foul against Marion.
I'm really looking forward to that boys contest tonight. Of course, we all know how North Little Rock's loaded with superstars, kind of like this Jonesboro team is. Bentonville, though, won all 3 games last week at the state tournament, 20+. They got a chance. If they play well and North Little Rock's not on their A game, we could have a good one.
Inbound pass comes to Keon Williams, who's fouled, and that time the foul is going to be on Dante Moore.
We saw close to 20 personal fouls in that first half, kind of picking up where we left off. Again, Marion's got to find a way to take advantage, but giving up too many extra chances on this end.
Hand it off to Wilson. Wilson's going to back things out. Have a mismatch of height right now between Marion and Wilson. You look for Marion, that's Burgess taking on Wilson, and just the size differential is not there, and we've got a whistle.
High possession, the alternating arrow, going to keep it on this end. Kind of not much flow to this first minute of the third quarter.
There wasn't really much flow in the whole first half.
There were a lot of stoppages. Jonesboro jumped out to the big lead, but they had the 2 flagrant fouls, and they kind of uglied it up with the 2 teams. A lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers, a lot of whistles. The first game just flew by. The first quarter took like 9 minutes of the whole first quarter, and now not so much here.
Ball's deflected away off the inbound and into the backcourt. Jonesboro's got it. They'll kick it left side. Now working it back down low, deflected, taking it again. Now here comes Jonesboro, knocking it down is Washington. He misses, coming back. Top of the key over to Wesson for 3. It's no good. And finally, a defensive rebound by Marion.
Nice job to Sky for that board, the freshman, Tyrion Burgess.
Forrest with the basketball. You see the team rebounds even right there at 13 apiece. Here's a deep 3, and it's off the back of the iron, no good. Coming down with an offensive rebound was Burgess. He misses, puts it back up again. Offensive rebound once again. As coming down with it was Forrest. It's no good, and now Jonesboro's got it.
Sequence is the epitome of this game, RJ. Jonesboro's making shots in the lane, Marion's not.
And what a basket. Spin move in the lane, fingertip roll, ball goes, and headed to the free throw line to shoot is Keon Williams.
And what an athletic play by Williams. Defender was deemed to not be set, gets the friendly roll. And now, chance at the foul line, converts to 3-point play.
Now we've got whistles and a stoppage. We're looking over the scores table. Darian Love checked in the ball game for Marion. Go. I guess all is well as they put the ball back in play. Forrest with it on the wing. Down to the corner. Get off to Jaden Forrest, and he's fouled after he tried to shoot that one. And so he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
It's a little too aggressive on the closeout, like the hand in the face, but didn't allow Forrest any room to land. And the foul line, chance to maybe try to heat his game up.
That free throw's good. Marion today now 5 for 5 in team free throws. Second is good as well. Now checking in for Marion is going to be Zion Parnell.
Patriots going to turn up the pressure now, maybe try to force some turnovers. Of course, this is going to speed the game up and give Jonesboro a chance to run.
Working quickly is Wilson, and he'll just back everything back out to the midcourt stripe.
Jonesboro that traditionally likes to run up and down. I mean, no point getting in a hurry here.
Here's Wilson, fadeaway jumper from the left side. It's good, and they've reached the 40 mark with 5:26 to play here in the third.
Already scored more in this contest than they did the entire last time they met. Jonesboro can afford to be patient on each possession now, as the clock is certainly their friend with a 24-point lead and 13 minutes of game time left.
Here's Burgess now, works the left side. On the low block, goes up with a shot, no good. Coming down with the rebound is Jonesboro. Here's Wesson to the free throw line. Euro step with the right hand, and it's good.
A little bit of a continuation there, but chance for another three-point play for Jonesboro, and you can just see how well they run the fast break. Once they get out, they've got numbers. He takes it in step, avoids significant contact, and just enough to draw the foul. And here it is. Hubert Wesson got a chance for the three-point play.
And it's good. It's now 43-16. We're under 5 to play in the third. I'd really like to see that North Little Rock Jonesboro matchup at this point in the season, see what that one looked like, because that game was earlier in the year.
You're talking about two teams that their only loss was to each other in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Elite talent. No coincidence that they're playing in their respective championship games.
Elevator! 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 Elevator!
Inbound pass comes over to Forrest. He's on the wing. Forrest somehow managed not to travel as they kick the ball left side. Ball was short, and the rebound's taken in by Jonesboro. Now here comes Hubert Wesson in the lane with the left hand. Was able to get it off the glass. Boy, just the speed that Wesson showed right there.
It's just too easy. Nobody stopped the basketball, and he just goes all the way to the 10 with the easy lay-in. And this has got a chance to really get out of hand.
Work it back for 3 on the wing. It's no good by Jaden Forrest.
Hey, you'll have
Jonesboro's got it. Pass to the left side over to Pointer. Now at the free throw line. Knocking it down is Washington.
Thought the shooting percentage might go down in the second half, but Jonesboro actually making it better, 62%. They've got a 31-point advantage.
Jonesboro on a 9-0 run over the last minute 48. They've made their last 5 shots. Basketball.
Get up, Jeff!
Off the key is Forrest. He'll be in the lane, goes up with it, and he's fouled.
Just having to grind it out. And that's one thing I saw with North Little Rock last week too, RJ. We've talked about how good that team is. Jonesboro knows when they need to turn it on defensively. They make things so difficult for you on that end of the floor. You can't get a bucket to stop these big runs.
Well, we've got a media timeout with 3:05 to play in the third. Jonesboro leads it 47-16. And you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville share the mission of Arkansas PBS to enrich and empower all Arkansans. Community, dignity, respect. That's what Me Banking is all about. More at mebanking.com.
You can get live action photos from the game. Just visit myarpbs.org/photos. Grab a free download, have prints made. How about a great championship keepsake? Shout out to all the crew at Arkansas PBS. Their fine work as always. Hey, making our lives easy.
Ed Leon, I know he's watching right now, but he was the mastermind behind the camera that is floating around this arena that gives the hazy background. I don't even know what that thing. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I love that thing.
That would be the epitome of high definition.
I don't know what that's called. That's too far over in tech terms that I don't know, but it's called awesome.
Yeah. Got a stoppage to play. I think a little blood for Ryan Forrest from Marion, so they're tending to him over near the bench.
By the way, on that camera, the shot, we got to give a shout out at the end of the game for the guy that runs that thing, because it weighs about 15 pounds, and he's having to. There's another shot of it. Great view. Yeah, he's toting that thing around. It weighs like 15 pounds. Okay, at the free throw line for Marion is Jaden Forrest. Forrest on the day has got 4 points, and he's now 5 for 5 at the free throw line.
Gotta find a way to close this out in Jonesboro. If you're in the third quarter, these final 3 minutes, you keep the foot on the pedal. You got a chance to coast in the final 8. If you're Marion, you got to start to find some way to chip away.
There's a three-point attempt from the right side. It's too hard. Offensive rebound by Jonesboro. Offensive rebounds in this ball game. Marion's had 9. That was the 8th one for Jonesboro.
Second chance points, though, the difference.
Here's a drive and a foul. You can count the bucket, and headed to the free throw line will be a Marion Wilson.
Well, they wiped it off.
Did they?
Yeah, they said that he was set, called the offensive foul.
There's that. I saw the official underneath the bucket. He dabbed it like it was good. So they overturn it. Now Marion's got the basketball.
It's one of the few calls that Marion's had go their way, but that was a good one.
There's a cut down low, and a bucket for Marion. As knocking it down that time was Lindell Buckingham. Back the other way we go. And a nice tip in by Jonesboro's Devarian Montgomery.
Nice job by the junior, the 6'4" forward. A little tip up, gets himself a free bucket. Just being methodical as Marion. Turned it over.
Here's Williams, right side. That'll be the 3rd intentional foul of the ball game.
Got to make a play at the basketball. That's just sheer frustration for Marion. They don't want to give up the highlight reel dunk, so they go ahead and give up the intentional.
He almost made it, too. First one's good. Talked about Keon Williams from Jonesboro. He's already signed with Oklahoma State. He'll be playing for the Cowboys next year.
Getting a good one. A strong player inside. And you're starting to see more of these combo guards, 6'4", 6'5", that can finish in the lane, take the contact. He's an impressive player, and he has the look of a Big 12 basketball player. Just strong, physical. His best basketball certainly ahead of him.
Minute 49 to play here in the third. 50-20 is our score as they get it into Williams. Jonesboro backs it out as Wilson has it. Then moves, free throw line, then kicks it back. And it was into the hands of Kelly. He lost the handle on it. Marion comes up with it. And we've got an offensive foul.
That's a good job defensively just to get set by Marion Wilson. Takes the hit, forces a turnover.
That was on Dante Moore. And I said it was on Dante Moore. They're actually calling it on Forrest, and that's his third. And here's Williams into the front court. Williams, free throw line, lost the handle, he's fouled.
Marion's starting to run extra defenders at the basketball and a little too aggressive, and now Jonesboro's in the bonus.
And ball was deflected, almost went back in, and coming down with it was Burgess for Marion. And now the ball is going to go out of bounds and go back to Jonesboro. Checking in the ball game for Jonesboro is going to be Isaac Harrell.
.6'8" forward junior is Harrell. First time we've seen him today.
Ball was skied and got over to their big man, Donnie Cheers. Excuse me, no, that's actually Tillman. Under a minute to play here in the third. Tillman in the lane. They kick it back out. Now here's Harrell. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebounds pulled in by Marion and quickly taken to the front court. Throwing up a shot is Parnell. It's no good. Coming down with it. Who's going to come up with it? We've got a whistle and a foul against Jonesboro. Deion Buford is the one that was called with the personal foul. That's his third. And they've got 14 fouls right now.
Look at the numbers and just nothing going Marion's way. 15 turnovers, only 27 shots attempted. There's nothing coming easy for the Patriots.
Working left side, we've got an offensive foul.
Get a moving screen on Dante Moore. And now Jonesboro, if they choose, can hold for the final possession, which would also invoke the Arkansas Activities Association Sportsmanship Rule.
So down to 13 seconds. With the basketball is Buford. Under 2 seconds, he's going to take a half-court shot, and it's no good. And we head to the fourth quarter where Jonesboro, they lead the 5A championship 30-20. And you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first. By empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. At Big Red Stores, we're always proud to sponsor, support, and partner up with many events and activities throughout the community. Among them, high school championships throughout the state of Arkansas. At Big Red Stores, our team members are always ready to assist you to make your visit with us a pleasant one. And at Big Red Stores, we recognize that none of our support or ability to serve the community is possible without you. That's why at Big Red Stores, you're always the MVP of the Big Red team. Big Red Stores, now more convenient than ever.
You want a copy of this action? You can watch it over and over and over and over and over again. Just go to mmproductions.net. Place your order. Order a couple for your mom, one for your dad, a couple for your brother.
I got you one for Christmas.
That's all I need.
Got you one from the football championships.
So those are the ones you want to watch. You watch the melodious tones of R.J. Hawk's voice.
Well, Matt and Mason got me a DVD player finally, and so I was able to play the DVD.
Like it. So the clock's not going to stop here in the fourth as the sportsmanship rule is in effect. Those of you who don't know about the sportsmanship rule, any point in the fourth quarter, a team leads by 30. The clock will not stop except for the media timeouts. So the ball goes out of bounds, foul, anything, will continue to run.
But for Marion, they've still got a fourth quarter to play in a state championship as Parnell's got it. As they'll work it back to him over on the left wing. Burgess at the free throw line, knocks it down.
Also getting our first look at big on Marion Jefferson, the 6'10 center for the Patriots. Low, down low.
He's a big kid. Williams cross-court pass as he'll get into the hands of Wilson. Work it left side. Just swing it around the perimeter. Down to Williams. He's able to.
Coming right up to the camera.
Yeah, he was undercutting everybody. And boy, I tell you, there's your shot. That kid right there. You know, Marion Jefferson is a large human, 6'10", and a senior.
Wes Swift and company certainly going to miss Keon Williams when he graduates. He's playing at Oklahoma State, and he came to play today. 13 points, 4 rebounds.
And he knocks down both those free throws.
That's the balance of Jonesboro. Hubert Wesson with 15, 14 for Williams. There's no one guy that stirs the drink for Jonesboro. They get it done as a unit.
Marion with the basketball as they work it left side. As Forrest has it. Bounce pass down low. We've got a whistle and a foul. That time going to be charged to John Paul Pickens.
Start the filler material, RJ, but this is going to be back-to-back titles for Jonesboro and about, what, half a dozen for Wes Swift or so.
3-point attempt, and it's no good. Rebounds pulled in by Marion. No, you know, Wes Swift, he and Johnny Rice are two guys that you almost look forward to seeing every year in the state championships. They've had some outstanding programs over the years, and well coached, well disciplined on all aspects of basketball. Here's Williams, right hand, and we've got a whistle and a foul.
Next year we'll have the chance to possibly see a North Little Rock Jonesboro State final as the Hurricane making the move up to the largest classification. Thanks to the new private school rules, they're going to allow a lot of shifting, to be honest. The classifications that you know right now, you're used to your teams playing in a certain league. The classification are certainly going to change in all sports next year, as there's going to be a lot of moving up and down.
It's going to be kind of weird because, you know what, for the last 4 years, has it been? 4 or 5 years? You kind of get used to who plays in what conference, and you kind of develop just a muscle memory of where they are, and now you got to go back and go, okay, who's in what conference?
Yeah, you're completely have to relearn your conferences and your rivals and everything, and you know, gone are the days of the 8-team conference. Doesn't have to be exactly 8 teams anymore. Football is going to be different than basketball, which is it's going to be a sport-by-sport thing. Supposed to kind of level the playing field.
Spin move in the lane. Nice move that time by Donnie Cheers. As they're going to throw the ball away, and that'll take us under 4 minutes, and that'll take us to a media timeout. 3:53 to play here in the ball game as Jonesboro leads at 55-24, and you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
It's natural to be concerned with our kids' safety, but when they're riding the school bus, we shouldn't have to be. Illegally passing a school bus puts our children's lives at risk. That's why Everett is joining area schools to promote the Flashing Red Kids Ahead safety program. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Do your part. Always stop when you see the flashing red lights of a school bus. Children's lives depend on it. Remember, flashing red, kids ahead.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Let me see it bounce, 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 bounce.
Back here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs, as we are wrapping things up in the 5A state championship game, where Jonesboro leads at 55-24 with 3:53 to play here in the ball game. Bobby Swafford, I'm RJ Hawk.
A big special shout out and thank you to Smoking and Style Barbecue, 2278 Albert Pike Road here in Hot Springs, providing food for the crew.
We are in the sportsmanship rules. You saw the graphic right there, and when you get to that 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, the clock rolls continuously throughout the rest of the ball game. Here's Marion for a three-point attempt on the left wing, and rebounds pulled in by Jonesboro. They work it quickly into the front court. Bounce pass, or excuse me, a cross-court pass back left side. Total rebounds in the game have been pretty close. Marion actually leads in that category, 21-20. Now here's the three from the right corner. It's no good. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it will go with Marion.
23 points off of the 18 turnovers for Jonesboro.
That's pretty efficient.
Buckets in transition. They've come back to earth a little bit as far as the field goal percentage. It's still above 50%. They've done everything they need to do. They're 245 away from another title.
Jonesboro with the basketball. Going to pull it from the free throw line. It's no good. It'll be pulled in by Marion.
Tough day at the office for Marion. Obviously a really good team, 25-7, two of those losses to this Jonesboro squad. Just they picked a bad day to have their worst day.
And the rebound's pulled in by Jonesboro. We're down to 2 minutes remaining in this one. Here's the three-point attempt. And it is no good by Jonesboro's James Blair. Working quickly goes Marion off the glass. It's good, and that was Donnie Cheers that time. And we've got a timeout charge to Marion with 1:49 to play here in the championship game.
Substitution timeout, chance to empty the benches and get an invaluable moment here. Chance to get on the floor for a title game for everybody on your roster.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new faces on the floor. And, you know, like for Wes Swift, I was talking to him about this. And, you know, Jonesboro, yeah, they were here last year. But all the other teams, whether they won or lost, you get the opportunity to get some of those young guys in. They remember it. So if you come back the next year, they've got a little bit of experience. As here's a, well, it's going to be a try and alley-oop that did not go. And it was Devarius Montgomery who tried to lay that one in. So Marion's got the basketball.
You look at what's ahead for these squads, and it's going to be a new roster next year, at least for the majority of it. Washington, Williams, Wilson all going to be gone for Jonesboro, but I don't think anybody's going to feel sorry for Wes Swift and company. They'll just reload like they always do.
Here's the down court pass for Jonesboro, and go put up the shot. It's no good, and a rebound's pulled in by Marion. Under a minute to play as a right hand went off the glass for the Patriots. And knocking that one down was Ryan Forrest with 51.9 seconds to play. And Jonesboro leads it 55-28.
Coach Swift talking to his reserves, saying, hey, finish this game the right way. It doesn't matter if this game's in hand, doesn't matter if they're a minute away from the state championship. He wants them to play it the right way, play it the way their program has been built. And that's how you lay the foundation for the future. You set the tone no matter what the score is. You leave it on the floor.
Now here's an inbound pass for Jonesboro. Working the ball up for the Hurricane is Terrence Brown, and they will go out of bounds with 38.9 seconds.
I want to stop the clock there. There it goes from it again.
It's
muscle memory.
Yeah.
Have it.
He looked over the clock keeper. He just kind of shrugged his shoulders because he's just used to stopping it when it goes out of bounds. Now Blair gives it off over to Stacy. Put up a three-point shot. It's no good. Here comes Marion, and he's fouled. And that'll probably do it as there's 5 seconds. And that's the ball game. Your 5A state champion, the Jonesboro Hurricane, win it 55-28.
This one never in question from the opening tip to an immediate lay-in to a dunk on the second possession. The Hurricane are celebrating with their student section, and they certainly earned this one in a dominant fashion.
Wes Swift is a champion once again, and we're going to take a break. Jonesboro wins at 55-28, and you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Meandering through the southern half of Arkansas, Bayou Bartholomew holds the distinction of being the longest bayou in the world.
Consumer DNA testing, used by millions, but the results can be life-changing.
From outwitting rattlesnakes to aerial feats, cast of cheeky characters will reveal the secret to squirrel success.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
And they're your 2022 champions, the Jonesboro Hurricane. They win it 55-28 over Marion to claim the 5A state championship. Back here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs, I'm R.J. Hawk along with Bobby Swafford. And Bobby, as you said on the outset of that one, never in question.
Never in question. The better team came to play, and they played better. You know, Marion didn't play well today. They turned the basketball over. They gave up too many easy buckets. When you're playing a good team, it's tough to win. When you're playing an exceptional team like Jonesboro's got, you're going to find yourself on the wrong end of one.
You know, you start talking about MVPs and everything like that for Jonesboro. You had Williams with 17, but Hubert Wesson had 15. He had a heck of a ball game as well.
I mean, the balance for Jonesboro, sure, those two guys combined for 32 points, but the rest of the guys, the glue guys, the guys who forced those turnovers, that found ways to get easy buckets. It really was a dominating performance. You don't think of 55 points and think of a team, they went out and dominated. Jonesboro dominated every facet of this contest.
For field goal percentage, Jonesboro shot 48%, Marion 29%. From three-point range, Jonesboro, that's probably where their only downfall in this game. They were only 3 of 14 from the three-point line. Marion was 0 for 8, and at the free throw line, Jonesboro was 12 of 19 for 63%. Marion was 8 of 8 for 100%.
Yeah, so all the things that you thought Marion needed to do to come in this game to have a chance to pull the upset, didn't get it done. Jonesboro forced the turnovers. They hit the free throws. You mentioned they knocked out, had a better three-point percentage, even though it wasn't maybe up to their par. It's just, again, total complete effort, a total complete team, and Wes Swift has got himself another championship ring coming to the trophy case.
We'll be talking with Wes Swift as well as today's MVP here momentarily. Bobby, who are you going to give your MVP to?
I mean, to me, on Keon Williams, as I just announced his name, I mean, he's the guy that does it. He can score on the outside. He can take you down the block. Just a big physical guard, and clearly he's a Division I talent and going to be successful at the next level and almost unguardable at Class 5A's level.
Yeah, he is a good-looking kid, and he'll be playing in the Big 12 next year at Oklahoma State. He's your 2022 Class 5A boys MVP, and there's a shot at him and Wes Swift. You know, Wes Swift is a super proud coach right now.
No doubt. I mean, you put the season together, you put the schedule together because of this. As they're making their way over here, I mean, you build a resume to try to get to this moment as Coach Wes Swift's walking our way. I mean, they loaded up.
Well, Coach is joining us now, and Coach, just a dominant performance from the get-go. You know, you and I talked before the ball game about rebounding, but really you guys just played with a different tempo.
I thought we were really locked in defensively. That's been the story of our team all year long. I think this team's given up coming into this game, 41 points a game, which is crazy with the schedule we've played, and they were locked in today.
The opening possession, the opening tip, at least with the layup. Next possession, steal, dunk. Right. Last time they tried to slow you down, the first two possessions, you obviously sped it up at the beginning so you got the game going your way.
Yeah, the energy was really good. The focus was really good. We're a senior-laden team. We got juniors that come off the bench that could start for most teams in the state. We're an experienced team. We played like it today.
We'll let you go after this. Keon Williams, I mean, just a special player, isn't he?
100%. Oklahoma State's got a great player. We're so happy he came back and finished his career. You know, he was a kindergarten through 10th grade and then moved to Texas for 2 years and is back now. And he got to play with A and Jesse and Kavon. These are guys he played 3rd and 4th grade with, you know, and stuff. So it's really good for everybody to be back together.
Coach, congratulations, and we'll talk to you maybe next year.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That is Wes Swift, the head basketball coach at Jonesboro, and he's a super happy guy right now.
Just dominant performance, and he mentioned Keon Williams right there going to Oklahoma State, and I mean you can see it. I mean he is really, really impressive what he does, and Coach Swift has built a program that everybody is an envy of. I mean it's amazing what he was able to do as far as this program building it, and we're getting the MVP right now, and obviously it's a huge accomplishment for this program in this school.
Keon Williams, I tell you what, you dream about games like this. I know you're going to play Division I basketball next year, but this had to be a special moment for you to end your high school career.
Oh, it's a very, 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 very special moment because, like I said at the last interview, this is my first time ever going this far into state, and then also they are two-peat, so it's just a great experience all the way through.
You look at this game, the opening tip set the tempo. You guys clearly wanted to get up and down and run the floor, especially after they slowed it down. After that 4-0 start, you guys really seemed like you locked in and settled in.
Yeah, I feel like we was locked in from practice yesterday. We had a hard practice yesterday, so we just translated to the game, and we kept the momentum.
Keon, I was talking with your coach prior to. You guys had a really tough non-conference schedule. I mean, you guys played some of the best all over the country. How did that prepare you for this moment?
Practice. We practicing hard, you play hard.
Yeah. Well, hey, best of luck to you at Oklahoma State. We're looking forward to watching you and everything you do.
Yes, sir. Go Pokes.
There he is. There he is, Keon Williams. As his next basketball stop will be at Oklahoma State, but today he is a 5A Class State championship, and Bobby, just him talking to Coach Swift, talking about Keon and what he's meant to this team, actually coming back and finishing out his career is pretty special.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. We take a look at the final stats in this one, and I mean, he was a big reason why. I mean, the stats are going to tell the story. I mean, they didn't shoot 50% for the game, but 61% in the first half, and the turnovers and the points off a turnover was really the difference. And you think of a team that wants to push the tempo like Jonesboro, to play that kind of style and only turn it over 7 times, plus 11 in that category. I mean, they almost played flawlessly.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. And Jonesboro, who, by the way, we've said it before, they are the number 30th ranked team in America, according to MaxPreps.com. And so not people in Arkansas, but around the country know how good this team is.
I mean, everybody talks about North Little Rock because they've got the 2 going to Arkansas and Oregon. But that team right there, they're in the conversation of being the best team in Arkansas and certainly in the South. And you know, you don't want to talk history because I'm not a guy that says, oh, they're the greatest ever to do it. But that team right there, they're going to be remembered for what they did, because when you don't lose to anybody from your state, that's pretty impressive.
Well, the nightcap is going to feature the 6A classification in girls and boys action. North Little Rock will take on Northside, and then Bentonville will take on the North Little Rock boys team, and I know there will be a lot of people here for both those games.
It's going to be 2 really good games. I had a chance to watch the entire 6A state tournament last week, and you know, some people might question if they're the 4 best teams. I don't think so. I think the teams that were playing the best at the right time of the year are here, and that both of those games got a chance to be special.
Well, don't forget, all the action starts tonight at 6 o'clock. You can watch all the games right here on Arkansas PBS Sports. So everybody associated with Arkansas PBS, along with Bobby Swafford, the AAA, and myself, RJ Hawk, you've been watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.